I mean, like, well, first describe the relationship more with the mainstream media. And are there any detractors? Are there any people that don't like Reddit? I mean, it seems like a very wide open, like, for the people democracy you mentioned. I mean, are there people that don't want to see it succeed, and who are these people, if so?
Well, I don't think there's like I'd love to think Reddit were important enough to have like a conspiracy against it, but I don't think it is. But there was recently this really frustrating smear piece on CNN about Reddit, and Anderson Cooper and his guests, none of whom had actually been to the site before, which was a little disheartening because it was clear that none of them actually knew how it worked. And it was a little frustrating because you hear three pundits on a fairly influential cable news network talking about something they don't at all understand and lambasting it basically for being a platform for free speech. But it was just frustrating because there are a lot of misconceptions about the internet as a whole. And I feel like Reddit represents a lot of the internet at its best. And so to see this piece about a bunch of confused journalists talking about something they didn't really understand, criticizing something that was, anyway.
Well, I mean, specifically, Anderson Cooper basically accused you guys of peddling child
pornography.
Because if there's a stream for jailbait or whatever, which was young girls, not naked, but whatever, supposedly underage. I mean, what do you have to say to people, to Anderson Cooper?
I wish I'd been invited, Anderson. Just to stare into those blue eyes would have been lovely. So here's the thing. Reddit does not actually host any of this content. All Reddit is a repository of links submitted by users that go to other sites on the internet. Now, I could make the exact same indictment of Twitter. There are Twitter accounts right now that are just links to the same garbage and the same nonsense and all kinds of vitriol and all kinds of things on the internet that exist because they are a part of human nature, unfortunately. And
we got congressmen doing them. I mean, we got upstanding citizens of society doing these things.
And unfortunately, there is no, just like Twitter can't police this stuff, there's no mechanism to really, we obviously uphold the law, as long as what's going on is legal, there is nothing we can do to effectively police it because these things will always continue to exist on the internet because they'll always continue to exist in humanity. And what would be a more interesting discussion, what would have been a so much more useful use of that minute and a half or 2 minutes would have been to tell parents, all the mothers and fathers out there, that your kids need to know that anytime they take an image and put it in a digital format, whether it is an email to one person, whether it's in a tweet, whether it's on Facebook, whether it is an MMS, they should assume that it is now public content. They should assume it is everywhere. And that's the warning that parents need to be giving their kids. And that's the useful thing I think CNN could have reported on instead of making up a bunch of jibber jabber about Reddit.